Sell your crypto now. This will wipe out 95% of coins. This is NC Hammer Crypto. My name's Neil, keeping technical analysis short and sweet. And right off the bat, do not sell your crypto. That would be a dumb idea, as we are heading down to 93,000 before we are most likely going to get some support and then start that retracement back up. However, if we do see a little bit of support and a rejection here around 97 more or less, we could see a further retracement down to 84, roughly 85,000 is still a possibility. So it's going to make the rest of the market bleed. The title is just to get you to click and watch. I am going to be covering XCN and XRP. I did this video once before, but I updated my iPad and the recording did not capture my voice. So here we are again doing the recording for you guys. And for XCN, still same thing, working within this downward wedge, these two red lines. And we are testing it as support. However, with Bitcoin's pullback, we may see that liquidity sweep down here to 0.003, almost taking away any potential profit that anybody would have who has entered in above there. So if you're planning on selling and re-entering at a lower price, it's probably not the best idea, as it's going to go down there really quick. There's a bunch of buyers down here, and it's going to bring it right back up towards this red downward trend line. If we can get over that, then we'd start working our way up towards this downward trend line and crossing over the 200 EMA. It's very far away from the 200 EMA right now, and we see last time it pulled way away from the 200 EMA, it got brought back into the CM Guppy right at the 50, tested it again before ultimately trying one more time and getting rejected, pulling it right back to the 200 EMA. So in reverse, we could see something similar for XCN. We saw there was this major pull away. So here we are at the 200 EMA. There's a major pull away. We could see that wick off and try and capture the money that is down here before pulling right back and then reversing into the other direction around 0.035. For those of you who are trapped, we're just kind of riding this out, holding strong through December. Potentially in Q1 is when we're going to start seeing some major movement. However, we might start seeing that drop here around the end of November before ultimately consolidating back within this wedge and then giving it the opportunity to break out towards the upside. You may be getting yelled at by your spouses for not pulling funds. You may be a number of things. You just want to get out at a major loss when there is major upside potential for XCN. And do not get shaken out. Do not sell at a low. You're probably going to be at the absolute bottom here on Christmas. The reason I say that, I brought it up in the other video a little bit more specific, but back here in Bitcoin, right around Christmas, we see that December 16th bloodbath down here, around 17,000, before building support, consolidating over Christmas, people selling at major losses just to buy Christmas presents and whatnot. And then right when the new year hits, major increase in price from roughly 17,000 up to 23,000, nearly a 43% increase in Bitcoin, and then a long continuation for that. The Bitcoin market, the altcoin season is not dead. It just has not started. It's been delayed due to government issues and all that BS. But moving on to XRP, dollar cost average XRP, it is in consolidation. I would like to see an inverse head and shoulders play out and break this downward trend line, but with Bitcoin's pullback, we could see a breakout underneath this downward trend line before testing it and then hopefully closing within this area and then starting that upward consolidation we've seen with XRP in the past, back when it was 50 cents, where it did something similar. We saw a new high, had that consolidation retracement, tried to create a new high, and then got immediate rejection back down within the channel. This is the first drop. We see the second drop, and then people buying it up, get that resistance at 52 cents, grabbing the liquidity down here at 49 cents, before ultimately just running rampant from 49 cents all the way up to roughly $2.87 before even getting some resistance and pullback. So dollar cost average your XRP, it can be staked here in the near future on more reputable platforms or banks. It's $2.22. You're going to see it at $4 coming soon. and $25 potential by quarter one, quarter two, most likely. With all that being said, moving on to XLM. XLM, when this starts moving upwards, you're going to start seeing XCN move upwards as well. It is still working downward within this channel here, these two black lines, in its consolidation phase, trying to keep the 200 EMA nice and close. And we could see this retest this again. We got some strong support here at 22 from previous history. That's where we held support. And with that, we've seen immediate increases in price after touching that support around 141%. I believe this could be pushing up towards this 65 cents yet again. And when that is broken, starts the takeoff, which you could expect XCN to follow suit. So for those of you who are just here for XCN, definitely check out the other coins. Do not sell your bags. Hold on through this brutal punishment of market manipulation. Ride it out. Don't freak out. Fear and greed index. It's in complete fear right now. So when people are fearing, you should be buying. When people are greedy, you should be selling. That goes for your own emotions as well. And as always, recommending Tornado Cash. For those of you who want to trade it but can't because you're in the US, I recommend going to Proton VPN. Download it for Windows. You can see there. It's pretty much just scroll down the page and you can choose between Windows, iOS, Chrome, Firefox, all these different choices. Download that, connect using VPN. Once you're connected, it'll probably put you in the Netherlands. Create a MEXC account, use that reference link I gave you below, and you'll get 20 to 25 USDT for free. And with that, you can buy yourself Tornado Cash before it hits all-time highs of 459, currently at roughly $14, and strong support here at $11. This game is not over. Hold your bags. Don't get shaken out. Like and subscribe. Use the reference links, and good luck. Have fun with it. I will see you on the next one.